Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss the unit and dimensions chapter of diploma. So this is the basic units basic chapter. Here we are going to discuss what are the units, how to measure the things to be measured, and what are the various dimensions. Basically, whenever you have to go to market, you have to purchase something. So when you have to purchase something, you have to tell it about the quantity, or quantity should be in the form of certain unit. For example, if I go to market to buy some rice, so I will say give me 2 kg rice, or I never say give me 2 rice. So 2 kg is the unit of measuring of rice. Similarly, if I go for copies, let us say I go to the copy to take the copies. I ask him give me 5 rupees copy or 20 rupees copy, and this should be the number of pages. So pages should be the number of unit. So similarly, all the things are being measured in certain particular quantity. These are called as the units. So basically, units is the source of measurement, certain. Otherwise, it will be have been haphazardly that we are going to measure the units, and but that units are not that units are useless. So let us start with the discussion of these units and the measurements in detail. So first of all, the Lord Kelvin was the scientist who said when you can measure what you are speaking about and express it in numbers, you have advanced to the stages of science. But you cannot express it in number, your knowledge is of merged and unsatisfactory kind. So this was a very famous statement which was being given by the Lord Kelvin. So now we are going to discuss the units which are of physically two quantities. Quantities are of basically two quantities. We are dividing up the quantities. First of all, to measure the units, we divide them into quantity which are of two categories. One are called as the fundamental quantities, other are called as the derived quantities. So fundamental quantities are those quantities which cannot be expressed in any other physical units. For example, mass, length and time. So these are the fundamental quantities. Apart from it, some other more quantities are considered to be fundamental, like temperature, current, luminosity intensity, amount of substance, angle, which are although they are the part of the supplementary units. So fundamentals are means, so all the units are being represented in the form of these quantities. So we cannot drive them break them into further part. So this was the how the fundamental quantities are being done. And now, so examples we have already discussed. Then we are going to discuss about the derived units, derived quantities. Derived quantities are those quantities which have been written in the form of certain formulas. For example, area, volume, then there is force, pressure. So they are being always derived in the form of a fundamental quantities. So these are called as the derived quantities. So to make the measurement of the units, so we make a certain physical quantities which are going to be measured, and we have to characterize certain units which are going to be taken. Unit selected is measurement is a physical quantity which should have the following property. It should be well defined. Number two, it should be suitable, and it should be neither too large or not too small. And then um, it should be reproducible. And third, it should not change with time, and it should not change in from physical conditions. Now let us give some examples of fundamental units. Fundamental units, units that is mass, length and time. Now and then there are derived units, are derived units like area, because area is written as area of anything. Let us say rectangle, length into breadth, means both are being written in the form of length into breadth. Similarly, acceleration is equal to velocity upon time. While what is velocity? Velocity is equal to distance upon time. That is again in the form of length and time. So similarly, many more quantities are there. Force, force is equal to mass into acceleration. Okay, and then acceleration is equal to velocity upon time, and velocity is equal to distance upon time. So all these are going to be the derived quantities which are being written in this form of certain particular quantities. Now before this discovery of these units, some system of fundamental units are being made. Some system of fundamental units are being made, like they are being divided into four categories. Earlier the length was being measured in the form of foot, so they are called as the foot, and the unit of mass was measured in pound. and the time is in measured in second. So these are called as the foot pound and second. And 1 foot is 1/3 of the distance between the two lines of the platinum alloy at 62 degrees centigrade. And 1 pound of a mass is the platinum iridium cylinder kept at a standard office of BOT London. And then the second is defined as 1/86400th part of the mean solar day. So these are the different fundamental quantities which are being there. This is the one form of the system in which the system units are being measured. That is called as the FPS system. Then there is second system which is called as the centigram CGS system, which is called as centimeter, gram and second. So 1 centimeter is 1/100th part of the meter, and 1 gram is the 1000 parts of the kilogram, and 1 second is the 186,000th part of the mean solar day. And then there was a mass kilogram system is units are there, which was being given the latest one in 1901. So where all the things are being created in meter, kilogram and second, and the latest units which are being derived is called as the fundamental SI units. SI is the standard international units which has been made out because all the standard has been taken out to make the measurements, and these kind of units are being applicable everywhere of the world. So in the next topic we will discuss the type of units and how to define them, and then we will use it.